It's week 2 of the NFL preseason, where depth charts and playbooks will be put to the test. It's the Titans and the reigning NFC champs, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
Now for the so-called City Beautiful and home to the Madden studios. This is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League from Orlando, Florida. Tonight we move on to week 2 of the preseason, and we've got a compelling matchup here, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Lions of Orlando.
Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts, and a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win. And I used to think it really didn't matter who won in the preseason. Then I watched some of those shows that the NFL does, and you see the coaches in preseason after a loss jumping all over their guys. So I learned one valuable lesson. Wins and losses count no matter what time of year it is.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100 plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Richardson looking to throw this.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Jack Campbell
coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, that didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Under pressure, they got him again.
That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play. What a great job getting pressure here on the first drive. 3 plays and already 2 sacks.
And that pressure has been intense right from the beginning. And I'm telling you, if they don't make an adjustment in play calling and protection, it'll go from intense to relentless.
With it is Jackson. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return, and the Lions will take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now 2nd and 5.
Williams, the man in motion left.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Off the play fake. Ortiz.
That is caught.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31.
It's early, but announce a cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Oh, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Chris Watkins, a 7-yard touchdown ground. And the Lions will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They saw their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. So now here in the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle? No mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback unexpected.
Richardson hit it, he fumbles it. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Here's Jackson to return. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
Solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Read option. This is Gibbs. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now Ortiz off the play fake. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard, and he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. I'm sure as a rookie, even though this is preseason, Charles, interceptions, you got to eat at you quite a bit.
They certainly do, but here's the problem that he's confronted with. He's not the high draft pick. He's not seen as the next guy. He's got to prove himself to everyone and get noticed. So maybe instead of taking the safer throw, you press it a little bit. Try and push it downfield, try and fit into a tight window. And sometimes interceptions result.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a first down.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes to him is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
On second down, here's Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up the third down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. From the shotgun, Richardson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Cade York on now for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. York able to send this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So out now come the Lions. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, Things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
I absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
On first down, they'll run with the longer.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
2nd and 11 now.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they'd left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
Ortiz, off play action.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 22-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. Ortiz. And that is incomplete. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Titans offense going to get one final possession in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Richardson to the air on 1st down. To the sideline and incomplete.
You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now. It's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games. He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Here's Daniel Whelan now.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
Dancing to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies will try and force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you crosstown to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in just a minute. Week 2 of the preseason is upon us. Each team now with just one more game after this one, and then we will get it all started as we normally do on the first Thursday after Labor Day. In our game, the defenses look to be ready for the regular season. Maybe not the offenses just yet, but still a half to go as we get you back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. The second half starts with a run by Gibbs.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And got his man complete.
Down the sideline he goes.
And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 78 yards.
Oh, man, disappointment that he couldn't finish that off in the end zone. What an effort there. Doing all he can to get to the pylon, and he's going to wind up out of bounds just short. But a huge play there. Going to set him up with 1st and goal from very short range.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Touchdown! Marquise Goodwin taking it in.
And the Lions come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
shot's good on the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out.
The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that can make this a three-possession game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On second down, Mayfield again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yards for a first down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter, and the entire fourth remaining, so stranger things have happened.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
And here's a give to Spears.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
The Spears with another carry.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line.
Hand off to Spears.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the gun, Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long game or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Cade York on now for the field goal.
This a 33-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through.
And a second field goal here gets them back within 11 now. It's 17-6.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time about where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to, when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Here's Knight on the handoff.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Hooker now off play action.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. They go play action. Here's Hooker. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting through.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that can all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Now Spears to begin the drive.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field.
Inside the 20.
Touchdown, Titans.
Tajay Spears.
75 yards.
And the Titans are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Now Cade York for the extra point.
It's up and good, a 7-point margin. It's 20-13 now. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Welcome back live to Orlando, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Taken at the goal line.
Breaks through the contact.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
So here come the Lions now.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 2nd down, it's Knight.
They follow up up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Off play action. Here's Hooker. Open man is chosen. He's got him.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Trying the left side with Gibbs. And able to get this to the 31. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
On second down, Hooker.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Hooker to throw on 3rd and 1.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell.
Still 3rd down.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Throwing. Hooker.
And that will be incomplete. So a big one coming now for Will Lutz. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that's CD an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sides. We're staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. To throw, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to McLeod. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 1st down throw for Mayfield.
This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 1st down, Mayfield.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
A lot on the line here, even for just a preseason game. Jobs to be won and lost. It's 3rd down.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Offense.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw is on target to Likely. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Boy, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Mayfield.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Mayfield to throw.
Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a... out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
York able to send this one through.
And this is back down to a 7-point game. Well, that's one part of the equation. Puts them back within one score, but I'd be surprised if we don't see an onside kick coming up.
Yeah, I think you're probably right, partner. They've still got the 2 timeouts. But without that 3rd one, they can bleed a lot more clock on you. So how confident are you that the defense can hold them deep? I think you're exactly right. I'd line up and play for the onside kick here.
So the field goal got them back within one score, and now the focus lies on this onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one off. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3 and out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Now remember, no overtime here in preseason. This offense hoping that's a moot issue as they try to finish this one off. And he will have a Lions 1st down, and that's the one that should seal a victory. Gibbs Gibbs straight ahead.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Hooker, he's going to move him around a little bit here.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The ball was tipped and fell incomplete, but it was tipped up in the air, so the guys on defense, they had to feel like that was a big opportunity, and it was missed. They needed a play to help turn things around a little bit. Ball's in the air. Can they rally to it and get it? On that play, they weren't able to. They'll take the ball batted away, but boy, they missed a big chance there.
That ball caught. It's chosen.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
What a call there on third down. Took conviction, didn't it? If this is incomplete, the complexion of this game changes dramatically. Instead, not only is this a first down, but it's a big play to boot.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5.
They'll run with Gibbs.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here.
That is intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Titans come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. But Charles, a heartbreaking way to lose this game. They got into position for that final play, had a decent look toward the end zone, but ultimately picked off, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, they gave themselves a great opportunity, didn't they? They'll replay that snap over and over. But